Hey everybody, this is Therese Paler and you're watching another edition of Chiefs Daily. All right, we got day 13 here at Chiefs Camp. It was another beautiful day, and they didn't have pads on for the first time in a few days, and that makes sense. They've been hitting a little bit. Today really was about working on the deep ball. They threw a lot of deep passes today, even though they weren't hitting. And Alex Smith looked really sharp. I know there was one period in offense versus defense where he completed every pass. A lot of posts, a lot of go balls. And that's something that they've really been working on. And one of the interesting things today is that Alex Smith talked about that today, and just his comfort with the receivers and how good they look.
It's just a matter of, certainly like you said, you get a lot of those guys on the field and you have a ton of good matchups. You got a ton of guys that can stretch the field. You can move guys around in different positions, and that's, I know Coach loves that. In a sense there, yeah, so you got a lot of deep threats. You got a lot of guys to choose from, guys to mix and match, move around. They can't get a beat on one guy. Hey, this is the guy they like to go down the field with. This is the underneath guy. We don't have guys that fit those labels. We got a bunch of guys I feel like that can do it all, and certainly speed is a strength of a lot of our guys. So it's nice. It makes it tough, when you put three of those guys out. Safeties can't help on all of them, all those guys have shown the ability to make plays downfield, which is nice.
Another story to look forward to in upcoming days is on Ramik Wilson. Josh Morgan came back today. He had a groin injury. He took his place with the ones again. But Ramik had been filling in next to Derek Johnson for the last few days. And Ramik's a second-year pro. Remember, he's a fourth-round pick from Georgia. He played a little bit last year, and he's gotten better this year. We asked Bob Sutton just a little bit about what Ramik has shown him in the last few days.
I think he and the other two young guys, they've obviously absorbed the system at a greater rate now, going back through it now for, second time OTAs, camp, etc. And I think when you feel, the more comfortable you feel, the faster you're going to play, the more you can rely on your instincts. And I think, he has really good instincts, and he's been an impressive guy because, when he played last year, he did a really good job for us, and he's been able to play run and pass, I think, equally well, and so anytime you can get a guy that can stay on the field on third down, I think that's really impressive. So I like what he's done, and he's worked really hard out here. He's trying to take advantage of each opportunity, and that's really the whole key to this thing. If you want to keep getting better each day and each year,
and Ramik's improvement is important, because the guy who plays next to Derek Johnson has to take on blocks, be sound, and technically fit against the run. Here's Derek Johnson himself talking about that.
Playing next to me, you definitely got to take on a lot of blocks, because so I like to, feed off of them and go around and try to make a little make plays off of that. That's how I got my name. But at the same time, you got to be smart. Maga's an example that when we're out there, we're always talking. We're always talking as far as what play is about to come. Making plays is all about anticipation. Even when Meek stepped in there the last 2 days, he started talking. Hey, I see this gap is open a little bit. When he told me that, I forgot everything I had over here. I scooted over a little bit, and I actually made a play on the other side. So that's good communication from the inside backers, and we all work together. I mean, the young guys, like I tell them, I think they're smarter than I was when I first got in the league, and that's showing volumes of how the game's evolved, and how the young guys are just preparation for the game mentally. Their IQ is really smart.
Just last thing, be on the lookout for a column by our own Sam Mellinger, who's going to talk a little bit about the challenge for the defense of getting a pass rush without Justin Houston. He spoke to Bob Sutton. Here's a few things that Bob Sutton said about that very topic.
I think it starts with a couple things. I mean, one, obviously, Justin's a great player, great talent. And like I always say about Justin, I mean, I think one of the things that's really underrated about him is how good he plays all the other plays and all the other things he does for our defense, But I think in the pass rush modes, you just got to rely on other guys. Obviously, a guy like D. Ford's camp got to come along and add that. I think Zombo's had a great camp, right now. And then, hopefully we get Tamba back here eventually and add that. But those are two unique rushers, and it's you just don't go out and grab guys and say, hey, you're just this guy. The thing we have to do is we tell our players all the time is, the team on the field is the team. So whoever goes out there has got to perform at a high level. Now, we all know every guy has different skill levels and different things they do better than the next guy. And so you tilt or move your defense in that direction, you know. So there's a lot of different ways you can do. Sometimes you got to have better coverage. Sometimes you just change up what you're doing a little bit. But I think we'll be fine, and you know, we're looking forward to seeing where we go. You know, we got a good group of inside guys.
All right, well, that's all we've got for you guys today. Remember to go to kansascity.com for all your Chiefs news. For The Star, I'm Therese Paylor. I'll see you later.